What's up, guys, and welcome to my review for the new Netflix film Trigger Finger, which stars Jessica Alba in a role where she's a special ops person working for the government, and her father passes away, so she's called back to her hometown where she might mysteriously discover a plot that had to do with the death of her father and a mine that there's some shifty stuff going on involved with some people from her past. So I was not really looking forward to this movie. Nothing really else came out this weekend, digitally or to rent, other than John Krasinski's If, which I already did a review for, so I didn't really have much to talk about. So I said, you know what? What's coming out on streaming, on digital? You know, what's a new movie? And this was a new movie. So this gives us something to talk about. And I saw some reviews for this that weren't very good. This movie kind of got review bombed in a sense. So I was kind of going in with my fingers crossed, not knowing how to feel about it. But I always go in with an open mind. And you know, even though I didn't hate the movie, I didn't really like it all that much either. I don't think it's a bad film. I just think it's a film that just kind of exists. I think it could have been a lot better, but it feels a bit cliched, and some of the dialogue is just not that good. And some of the character interactions, like when she hugs people. I mean, she hugs the same guy like 2 or 3 times in the movie. Every time they hug, it seems very awkward and just strangely staged. So the direction was a bit questionable for me, but I think the story, I mean, they had a pretty good story here. I thought the story was okay, but it takes a little while to get there. The first, maybe like after the first action scene, which I thought was pretty good, you know, the movie takes about, it feels like 30 to 45 minutes to just sort of set the groundwork of this bar that she's at the hometown that she's at, you know, the relationship with her father, a relationship that she's had with people from the town. You know, it took some time to get going. And when it finally does get going, it gets more entertaining. So the pacing's not great. The movie probably is a little too long, even though it's only like an hour and 45 minutes. I just feel like the pacing in that 40-minute chunk in the first act going into the second act could have been shapened up a little bit. But, you know, I did like the story overall. It's just the execution of it was kind of basic. You know, you have Tommy Doyle in this. You know, the guy, evil dies tonight. He is the sheriff or whatever he is in the town. He's going for office, and he's got this campaign that he's trying to get reelected. Maybe he's not the sheriff, but whatever he's trying to do, he was in the movie, and he was okay. And Jessica Alba is pretty good as well. It's just the film just feels kind of, I don't know, the script just didn't work for me in some points. It felt kind of clunky, kind of mechanical. It was a little slow at times, and I think some of the action stuff at nighttime, particularly in the end of the film, could have been lit a little better. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in this mine that I feel like probably could have been lit a little better so you can see it better. But overall, this is not a bad movie, I don't think, but it's not a great movie either. It's a pretty mediocre movie. It's a pretty cliched, unoriginal film. It kind of reminded me of Rambo Last Blood in certain things that Jessica Alba's character has to go through. But look, am I happy I watched it? You know, it was something to watch. And if you guys have some free time and you have nothing else to watch and you're flipping through Netflix and you want to watch a movie, I mean, I don't think you're going to dislike this. It's something to watch. It's something to watch, but I don't think you're going to get much from it. I'm going to give the movie 3 out of 5 stars. It's pretty mediocre. Comment down below. Did you see Trigger Finger is available on Netflix now? Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I've got reviews for In a Violent Nature, which is coming to digital next week. I'm very excited to see that. And another Netflix film called A Family Affair with Zac Efron, Nicole Kidman, and Joey King. Going to be reviewing that as well. And we've got some reviews on the channel for The Acolyte. All the episodes so far, you guys can get my very honest opinion on that show. And Inside Out 2, big review up for that, and a bunch of other stuff as well you can check out. And guys, you can follow me on Twitter and or X at RyanKing72, and Instagram and TikTok at KingArises131. And that's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for Trigger Finger. And until next time, over and out.